I had been running the Pioneer DJM 750 in the desk down here in the dungeon for almost 10 years. It came out in 2013 and I got it when it was brand new. And when I was building that club console last week, I was going through some of my old stuff looking for some parts and some hardware, and I came across this case with a like new Pioneer DJM 850 in it. I used to use it for my mobile gigs before I got the DJM 450. So I kept the 850 around for backup just in case, but now I have a DJM 250 Mark II for backup, so there's no reason for that 850 to be sitting in a case in storage. So I went ahead and I swapped out the 750 for the 850. I knew that the 850 had a better sound card than the 750, but man, I wasn't ready for the sound difference. This sounds noticeably better, even through my 10-year-old Pioneer monitors that I have, which have never given me any trouble. They're real good speakers. It's full MIDI, which is nice, and it's MIDI on all the channels, all the faders, all the EQ stuff is all MIDI. It shows up on whatever program you're using. In this case, it's Virtual DJ, which MIDI's up to it no problem, VDJ 2021. It has two microphone inputs. The 750 only has one. Now, the bummer about most Pioneer mixing boards is that for some reason Pioneer doesn't feel like that we need a mid EQ on the microphone. I wish that they would reconsider and give us a mid EQ. But having said that, really, the Pioneer microphone inputs aren't as bad as you think. On the 450 and the 250 Mark II, I'm running my main mic that I use straight into the mixing board, and it sounds fine. It's not bad at all. It would be better if I had some mid control on there, but it works. But I'm willing to make that compromise for everything else that I like about Pioneer stuff. Great sound cards, great outputs, and this has it. And it's a nicer looking piece. I'm tired of looking at the same piece for the last 10 years. It's nice to have something newer. Well, and it's stupid that I say that. It's not newer, it's older. I've actually had this mixer for probably the better part of 11 years because I built the first micro system a year after my stroke, or less than a year after my stroke. I've probably had this since 2011. But it doesn't have that many miles on it. It's got some gently used mobile miles on it. Let's say 2-3 years worth of mobiles, and then I went to the 450 as soon as that came out. If I were going to replace these SDJ 60X monitors, I think that's what they're called. Same thing as the Bullet series. I think I would go with the VM series. There's a VM80. That's an 8-inch woofer. I've heard them. They sound really nice. These have served me well, though. I turned them on 10 years ago, and I have not turned them off. They just go into standby. It's the same thing as the Bullet series, except the Bullet series has a different color cone in the woofer. That's the only thing. But yeah, they sound great. That's what I would replace them with. This mixer, on the other hand, what would I replace this with? Everybody who has an 850 loves it. Anyone who's owned an 850 loves it. It's a good piece. It is missing a few little things, though, that I would like to have. One thing is dual sound cards. I'm running my main desktop computer through this. It's for the studio desk, and that's its purpose, so that's fine. But it would be nice if I could plug my laptop in and work off of it as well without unplugging the PC. That would be cool. Being able to run them both might be neat for some applications. Also, it does not support DVS, the digital time-coded records, and I have turntables in the desk. So I would like something that supports DVS for VDJ or Rekordbox or Serato or whatever I want to run. The third thing is it only has 2 phono jacks, and I've got 3 record players here in the desk. The third one over here isn't even plugged in because I can't use it. I need at least a third phono jack in any mixer that I use to run this. Do I DJ with 3 records a lot? No, but I have, and I do, and I can. It would be cool to have that option if I was messing around down here doing some tutorials. Maybe even a live stream someday. It would be fun to do something like that. But I can't because I'm limited. So what are my options on a 12-inch Pioneer mixer that they still make? The only thing that I see is the DJM 750 Mark II. It looks like that the new A9 is going to replace the Nexus, which would have been perfect. I think the Nexus has 3 turntable inputs, which would be fine for me. And it supports DVS. And it has the extra USB sound card plug-in. But the A9 is replacing it. Now, what's the problem with the A9? The A9 is 14 inches wide. Now, this is a 12-inch club mixer, but there's an overhang here. A little bitty overhang on each side. Not much, but a little bit. That A9 is a full 14 inches. I would have to do some serious carpentry here to make it fit. And even after I did that, I would have to always run a 14-inch mixer in here, or I'd have these gaps in my desk. I would have to somehow change that. I don't want to do that. So maybe I just deal with the 850 for now. For now. Who knows what's going to come up down the road. This is going to serve me fine. This is serving me better than the 750 did. And I'm surprised how much better it's serving me. For a sound quality update, yeah, probably the VM 80 speakers with this mixing board. And I don't know, we'll see what happens down the road. But I just thought I'd do this quick video for you, talk about some of those things that I've been thinking about. I'm that bored this week where I'm doing stuff like this. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Practice and enjoy.